Interview with the Vampire.
Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing very well today. My name is Marty and today we are here watching Interview with the Vampire from 1994. Now as you can tell, I'm dressed up as the interviewer. I believe that's Christian Slater, and then we've also got Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. This was the nearest kind of outfit that I had to Christian Slater's character, so I'm hoping that it's okay. Anyway, if you do want to check out the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. Don't forget to stick around until afterwards when we're going to go through the film's trivia right at the end, and you can hear my thoughts on the film, and it will potentially go into some of the behind the scenes as well. Now I do know that this was originally a book, but I have yet to read that, but I do plan on rectifying that at some point, and I also plan on watching the TV show as well, whether it's in that order or not. I may watch the show first and then read the book, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm really excited to get into this. This is Interview with the Vampire from 1994. Ooh, I like that shot. The Vampire Chronicles. Kirsten Dunst is in this. I did not. I like this gothic soundtrack. Ominous. Oh, and also, shout out to the editor. There was another editor as well, so shout out to them. I always shout them out because I pretty much re-edit the film, so it's nice to give a shout out to the original people.
I interview people. I'm a collector of lives.
Ooh, a collector of lives.
You followed me here, didn't you?
Yeah, I suppose I did. You seem very interesting.
It's a vampire.
Oh, what do you say we get started? What do you do?
I'm a vampire.
Surely he knew that before he did the interview?
I was waiting for you in that alley.
So much lucky break for me.
Perhaps lucky for both of us.
You said you were waiting for me. What were you gonna do?
Suck your
My
blood.
blood, all that stuff.
You needn't be concerned with that now.
You really believe this, don't you?
We can't begin this way. Let me turn on the light.
I thought vampires didn't like the light.
We love it.
Not artificial. They're okay with, I believe.
Don't be frightened.
He's fast. The makeup, the look.
A series of simple gestures, only I move too fast for you to see. I'm flesh and blood, but not human. I haven't been human for 200 years.
Because he's a vampire, yeah. I was thinking, but you are still human form? You're just dead.
Shall we begin like David Copperfield? I am born. Or shall we begin when I was born to darkness?
Oh, I like that. Started the death of my life.
1791. I was 24. I was a man at that age, the master of a large plantation.
Wow, already owned a plantation at
I
24.
lost my wife in childbirth. She and the infant had been buried less than half a year.
Oh no.
I would have been happy to join them. I wanted to lose it all.
He's at a loss for everything.
Are you calling me a cheat?
I'm calling you a piece of stinking offal.
He's like, anything, just do it please. End me.
You lack the courage of your convictions. Do it. I longed for death.
Perfect candidate then to become a vampire, pretty much. Although now he's permanently alive. He's not alive, but you know, there's Cruz.
The invitation was open to anyone, but it was a vampire that accepted.
And he's already there. I liked the set extension, the water and everything.
Money or you die.
Okay, Cruz looks awesome with the makeup. He's like, what the hell is happening?
Do you still want death? Or have you tasted it enough?
He left me there on the banks of the Mississippi,
Everyone's like, what happened?
between life and death.
Who are you? I've come to answer your prayers. Life has no meaning.
That's a nice shot to reveal the eyes.
What if I could give it back to you? Give you another life? I'm going to give you the choice I never had.
Well, I suppose that does, like he said, that answers his prayers. It's both, like I was saying earlier, a gift and a curse. Because he's alive forever, but he's dead, technically.
That morning, I was not yet a vampire, and I saw my last sunrise.
Wow.
I watched the dawn for the last time.
Because we'll never be able to do it again without being in pain.
And then I said farewell to sunlight.
To give away life and everything all together.
Have you said your goodbyes to the light?
Yes, he has. Hopefully. Because you just killed it. Turned it, I should say.
I've trained you to the point of death. If I leave you here, you die. Or you can be young. Will you come?
I think that was a yes. Good. Oh, bind the blood. Make him a vampire. Oh, to drink the blood of a vampire. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, because he'd be craving blood. He's a very hungry vampire.
Your body's dying. Pay no attention.
You will grow on through it. And this is him turning. Look at that. Whoa. That slow fade into vampire.
With your vampire eyes.
Everything's so alive. Oh, I don't like that. Even dead things alive. Or inanimate objects alive.
The statue seemed to move, but didn't. The world had changed, yet stayed the same. I was a newborn vampire weeping at the beauty of the night.
Like a baby just waking up for the first time.
Perhaps you'd like another cigarette?
It's not like you're gonna die from cancer or anything.
Could he sense that he wanted a cigarette just then?
What about crucifix?
Actually, I'm quite fond.
How about the old stake through the heart?
Nonsense.
Coffins.
Coffins, unfortunately, are a necessity.
To shield the light, just in case.
You'll be sleeping as soundly as you've ever slept. And so will all the world.
It's such an interesting concept, the whole interviewing a vampire, because you can ask it the questions that a lot of people have just wondered.
Once you taste this, you'll never go to another tavern again.
That's a fully mingling with mortals, with humans.
But what if I'd rather taste your lips?
And you're about to die. It's just me. Is this in some way slightly sensual? The whole sucking of the blood and...
Is his kiss as deep as yours?
Deeper.
And now they share the lady. Damn, very sensual for the whole. So no one's paying any attention.
I will not take her life. I've done it for you.
Oh no.
It's dead as a doornail, my friend.
I suppose some become fully meals for them, and then others become more vampires.
You'll become accustomed to things all too quick.
Are you not hungry, sir?
Wait, so they've got a human
He could eat the whole colony.
as a servant. The vein.
Finish it, man. Now leave us.
Yeah, the slight notice of the vein on her neck and everything.
Don't give the game away. We're lucky to have such a home.
How does the lady not realise that they're... Oh, don't eat that, please. Oh!
Pretend to drink, at least.
No, why?
Brother,
Such fine crystal shouldn't go to waste.
what's that, brother?
Fine wine.
I know. Gets cold so quickly.
Oh. Right, so that's what they've got to suffice with.
Call it surviving.
But we can live without taking human life.
Anything is possible.
It's just not as nutritious, maybe, as human blood?
Lestat killed 2, sometimes 3 a night. Fresh young girl. For seconds, he preferred a gilded, beautiful youth.
Posh blood.
She had that gorgeous young fop murder her husband.
Oh.
Read her thoughts.
Wait, they can read their thoughts? Which is what I was saying earlier about Brad Pitt being able to read the guy's mind wanting a cigarette. So yeah, they can read thoughts. Okay, cool.
Our gift is different for each of us. Of everyone, we grow stronger. She blamed a slave for his murder. Evildoers are easier, and they taste better.
Yeah, there's something real.
I'm old enough to be your grandmother.
And bite. Or is he thinking maybe I should just have dog instead? Yeah. Yeah. Don't go for the... Oh no. No, without killing her.
Whining coward who prowls the night killing rats and poodles. You could have finished us both. You condemn me to hell. I don't know any hell.
Yeah, because he's now giving him a taste of the animal blood as well, so...
That's why I chose you.
I like the anger. Oh, that was cool.
But you can't kill me, Louis.
Because I'm already dead.
Feed on what you will. But just remember, life without me would be even more unbearable.
Oh my god, he really has got a craving for animal blood now. I mean, I suppose it's better with animals more than humans. Oh, they've fully gone to town on the town.
Paris Paris vampire must be clever for many reasons. Here all one needs is a pair of fangs.
You came from Paris?
Oh,
As did the one who made me.
You must have learned something from it.
I learned absolutely nothing.
But you must know something about...
Why should I know these things? Do you know them? That noise. It's driving me mad. That noise!
They know about us.
To New Orleans.
yeah, move away.
Forgive me if I have a lingering respect for life.
When is it that you go riding in the field?
I feel like she's constantly petrified, but I would be as well.
Are you still our master?
It'll be all of it.
Oh, and it's trying to overtake him because of her blood.
You must send away this friend of yours.
Keep away. Tempting him. Oh, just a little bit maybe? No. You've ruined it. You're going to have to fully do it. Oh no, now it's a vampire hunt.
This place is cursed, and yes, your master is the devil. Save yourself!
Set out light. Oh, waste of a good house. That was a lovely place. And the camera moving through the rooms as well, like showing us this is a full place. And it's real fire. Holy sh! Oh, that was cool. You're ruining the house.
Burn the place. I was living in a field like cattle.
Like cattle. That is so cool. Like visually impressive because it nowadays that'd just be CGI.
Where are we?
We're in a nice filthy cemetery. Does this make you happy?
We belong in hell.
And what if there is no hell?
But there was a hell. No matter where we moved to, I was in it.
By the way, I love the aesthetic of this film, like the style of it.
Your friend has no head for wine.
I can warm that cold skin of yours.
Did he just... I thought maybe he just killed the friend when he said that she had no head for wine.
Your pretty friend, I exhausted her. So soft. I can see you lying on a bed of satin.
Will he ever fall in love, though? Oh god, is he gonna bite from there? Oh, please don't show the blood from there, because I am squeamish. I can just about take it from there? Oh no, he did. Well, maybe that's not from her.
And then
Oh,
put
it
out
is.
the light.
Oh.
Once put out thy light, I cannot give it vital breath again. It needs must wither.
That was very poetic.
She's not dead.
It's your turn.
One thing that could bring you peace.
Well, if you give her your blood.
Give them detachment. The girl is dead. They take her.
Oh, bless her.
You're tired.
You want to scream?
Oh, it's a coffin.
It's a coffin!
Yep.
A coffin! Leave me out!
Terrifying.
It's your coffin, my love. Enjoy it.
Never get to know what it feels like.
Why do you do this?
I enjoy it.
Kill them swiftly if you will. Do not doubt. You are a killer.
I love the fact that he's still struggling to come to terms with it all. Louis.
So it is.
Yes.
You must be dead.
I'm not dead, am I?
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
You finish this now.
Or turn her.
Save me! I can't die like this. I need a priest.
My friend is a priest. He'll hear your sins before you die. Unless you make her one of us.
No. End her suffering.
Yeah.
And yours.
No.
This is so good, by the way.
Are you happy?
The emotional turmoil in Louis.
God, thank you. All I have to learn from.
Quite the role model.
In the old world, Louis, they called it the dark gift. But I gave it to you.
Please don't start eating rats again. Come on, Louis. I mean, rats are better than nothing.
Don't go that way, monsieur. It's the plague.
Or would that work, maybe? Yeah. Take the blood of the people that are already dying? Or just died? As long as the plague doesn't harm their blood in any way. Oh no, it's not a child. Wait. Is that Kirsten? God, I didn't think she was so young in this. Oh, Mum passed.
Please help us.
Oh.
Pa left us and didn't come back.
Oh my god. Oh my god, when? When did your dad leave you? Your mum isn't gonna wake up. I think she's died a long time ago. Oh, is he gonna turn her? Oh.
My philosopher, my martyr, never take.
It's a good deed in some ways. Oh, don't be dancing around with her dead mum. Oh my god.
There's still life in the old lady yet.
Oh, sorry. That was... So morbid, but actually pretty funny.
You are what you are! Merciful death, how you love your precious gift.
Oh, did he kill her?
Blood coursed through my veins, sweeter than life. I knew peace only when I killed, and when I heard her heart, and then knew again what peace could be.
Wow, it's so poetic. Yeah, I mean, if he turned her, it would be a good thing, though, because he was doing her a good deed, instead of having to live a life without her mum.
Pain is terrible for you. You feel it like no other creature because you are a vampire. Do what it is in your nature to do, and you will feel as you felt.
Yeah, but he was doing it for a different reason.
God kills indiscriminately, and so shall we. For no creatures under God are as we are, none so like him as ourselves. I have a gift for you.
What's the gift?
You need company more congenial than mine. You remember how you wanted her?
No, they're
The
not.
taste of her.
I thought I'd killed her.
I mean, it's a little bit creepy at the same time. Yeah, so he turned her.
You're ill, my precious, and I'm going to give you what you need to get well.
The gift of everlasting life.
No.
You do it instead.
You want her to die then?
No, you do it with yours instead. You were the one that started it. No.
Yes.
He's petrified. Oh, she's very powerful. Oh, maybe you've done a bad thing. Oh my god. I'm a little bit scared of her, to be fair. Whoa. That transformation part was really cool.
I want some more.
Oh.
Vous m'avez appelé, monsieur?
Run. You're about to die.
Oh, quel bel enfant.
And she knows. And she's just made to sit there like a chicken waiting to be
Gently, Shaggy.
killed.
Not be made to suffer.
Oh.
All right now.
Oh, don't be looking at him while you do it.
That's
Oh.
enough, Shaggy. You must stop before the heart stops.
I want some more.
More?
But it's best in the beginning, lest the death takes you down.
Louis like, what have I done?
Not a drop spilt. Very good.
You're a bad role model for her.
Where's Mama?
It's gone.
To a better life.
They all go to heaven.
All but us.
Do you want to frighten our little daughter?
Oh my god.
I'm not your daughter.
I suppose they kind of are now because they have to look after her.
Louis was going to leave us. He was going to go away. But now he's not.
Oh no, you're using her to tie him there. So manipulative. Oh,
You fiend.
One happy family.
that's why he's done it. He took that moment and went, mine.
He did it to make you stay with him.
Yeah.
Perhaps he knew I would love her more than the waking world. He lavished affection on her. He did it because he was lonely too.
I need more light.
A little child she was, but also a fierce killer, capable of the ruthless pursuit of blood.
Yep, she's about to kill you. Oh, blood.
Kids are better.
Let me. I'd be scared of her a little bit. Oops, sorry. Another one.
She slept in my coffin at first, till the day came when she wanted one of her own.
That's so sweet, though. The tiniest of coffins.
Before she learned to play with them, to delay the moment till she had taken what she wanted.
Was she gonna play the oh me?
Oh, chère petite fille. Oh, you lost my love?
Mama.
Oh, yeah, to get to the neck.
Mama.
Oh, mon cher. That little digit too expensive for you.
Yep. Well, if I kill you. Oh wow, she's just killing everybody off.
Claudia, what have we told you?
Never in the house.
Oops. Another one bites the dust.
To me, she was a child, but to Lestat, a pupil.
Yeah, she is killing everybody.
They finished off whole families.
Wait, they're doing it to families now? Oh, but the poor little children. Oh my god, like full families.
The years flew by like minutes. A new world has sprung up around us.
Yeah, I suppose if they do it on like the harbour area where like people are coming in and out, people don't know they're there. And oh, must have gone missing at sea.
Lord, what I wouldn't give for a drop of Creole blood.
They look great.
Their democratic flavor doesn't suit my palate.
So they say that each different place has a different taste of blood. Oh, okay. She's like, ooh, fresh meat.
That is pure cream. Trust Claudia to have found her.
Jealous.
I want to be her.
Yeah.
Can I, Louie? Be like her one day?
No, you can't, because she's grown up. You'll be that age forever.
Like Louis every day. Soon you'll be eating rats.
Rats? When did you eat rats?
We were the same.
Before you were born. And I don't recommend them.
They're great to grow.
30 years had passed, yet her body remained that of an eternal child that would one day need an answer.
Never being able to grow old.
Another doll? I have dozens. You
Probably fed up with them.
always give me a doll on the same night of the year.
Yeah, because it's your birth. The night you got
This is my birthday.
changed.
You make my hair like a doll.
No, actually the hair grew in like that.
Throw them away.
I will then.
Claudia.
Wait, was that a body under there? Oh my god! Did she kill the woman?
What have you done?
What you told me to do!
That wasn't. She made her like her own doll.
This is the very house we live in!
Do you want me to be a doll forever?
Claudia, don't.
Why not? Can't I change like everybody else?
No, would it just grow back if she did that? Or it's a little punk hair stuff. What? What? Oh, it's growing back.
Which one of you made me the way I am?
Vampire gone insane.
And if I cut my hair again?
We'll grow back.
You made us what we are, didn't
I'm
you?
saying she knows surely that she's a vampire. Oh, she physically harmed him.
How did you do it?
What should I tell you?
Tell me how it was done.
Be glad I made you what you are.
You'd be dead now if I hadn't.
I was gonna say he can't kill her.
Like that damned corpse.
Get rid of it!
You get rid of it.
She plays a really good part in this
You see, the old woman, that will never happen to you.
because you won't grow old
You will never grow old,
and you'll never die.
and you will never die.
Well, there you go.
And it means something else too, doesn't it?
Well, you're already dead, technically.
I shall never ever grow up. I hate him.
It really is a curse for her. Because she'll never be able to experience anything that adults can.
For 30 years, I had avoided that place.
Is this where her mum was?
You fed on me.
Yes,
But he did it for a good reason.
and he found me with you, and he fed you from him, and you were a vampire then.
You both did it.
So she just didn't know.
Your life, he gave you another one.
And I hate you both.
Please don't hate Louis. I think Louis was doing it to try and save you from the grief and the pain, but
I walked all night,
that is a beautiful shot.
as I walked years before when my mind swam with guilt at the thought of killing. Thought of all the things I'd done, couldn't undo, and I longed for 1 second's peace.
The brooding look pulls it off well.
Locked together in hatred. But I can't hate you, Louis. I was mortal to you.
Oh,
You gave me your immortal kiss. You became my mother.
and my father.
And so I'm yours forever. But now it's time to end it.
How?
Now it's time to leave him.
Oh, will you both go off together?
You will never let us go.
What is it now?
We are leaving you. Bye-bye.
I found someone who'll make a better vampire.
Was that supposed to frighten me?
You're spoiled. We need a brother.
I suppose we could people the world with vampires.
Oh, not you.
But you upset my plans.
Plans to leave.
I've brought a present for you.
Present?
I hope it's a beautiful woman
Wait,
with endowments you'll never possess.
she said about them having to leave him. Is she going to try and kill him? Like eternally kill him? Like with a stake? But they said earlier that it wasn't the stake can't actually do it. I feel like she's kind of got a bit of a spiteful thing in there at the moment, so I'm wondering if that was what she was implying.
Don't be angry with me. When I saw them, I knew they were for you.
Wow.
Drunk on brandy wine.
Oh my god. And so now you have 2 sons, or younger brothers.
I promise I'll get rid of the bodies.
I don't think he's going to turn them into vampires, I don't think he's going to want you to get rid of them.
We forgive each other then?
Yes.
She's planning something. Is this a thingy? Let him feed on them while they disappear? Or she's poisoned their blood somehow?
You've given them baptism.
No, laudanum.
Laudanum.
Yes.
For what?
I killed them, unfortunately. But it keeps the blood warm.
Oh, what, so something that they can't have?
You let me drink dead blood?
Oh,
One lesson you taught me. Never drink from the dead.
right, okay. I didn't know that.
I'll put you in your coffin!
Oh
my God.
He was becoming a bit of a burden for both of them, but still. You're the one that did this, so... Oh, look, the way he's withering away.
Good night, sweet prince. May flights of devils swing you to your rest. Should we burn him?
Oh my...
Bury him?
She is a terror.
What would he have liked, Louis? The swamp.
Killed his, like, life friend, or death friend. Oh my god, oh god. He has really deteriorated.
He belongs with those reptiles. He deserved to die.
Then perhaps so do we. He was my maker.
Oh yeah, he was.
He gave me this life. Shouldn't have been this way.
I did it for us, Louis, so we could be free.
But is he really dead? Is he really gone?
We were like two orphans learning to live again. We booked passage to Europe. Over the weeks while we waited for the boat to arrive, studied the myths and legends of the old world, obsessed with the search for what she called our kind. It's the carriage.
Who is it? Oh no, is he back from the dead? Yep. Oh, he is.
Listen, Louis.
Oh, that's such a cool shot.
These old hands still.
Just unsure of what he looks like.
Not quite furioso. Moderato. Potable, perhaps. Then on the diet of the blood of snakes.
Oh, that's how he stayed alive, kind of. Drinking the blood of everything else.
Lestat became something like himself again.
He's on the brink of death the whole time.
You've been
Oh my god.
a very
Bad girl.
naughty little girl.
Yes, you've killed me. Well, that won't do anything to him. I didn't think that this would have harmed him, really. Okay. I just want to see him running out of there ablaze. There he is. Oh my god, he's climbing up the ceiling and everything.
The ship is sailing without us!
I just want to see him fly out of there. Like, I don't think they can fly though. So.
He would come out again in the very river like some monster to destroy us both. We deserve your vengeance. You gave me the dark gift, and I delivered you into the hands of death.
Wow. I know it's not stupid. How did they film that? Was that like an old village that needed to be knocked down? Or did they build the entire village set and then just burn it at the end of it?
We reached the Mediterranean. I wanted those waters to be blue, but they were black.
Wow, look at that.
Straining to recall the color that in my youth I had taken for granted. Village after village, ruin after
Oh, that's what I was going to say. That was a digital shot that she was painting as well. Sketching.
ruin after ruin, country after country. And always we found nothing. I began to believe we were the only ones. But what could the damned really have to say to the damned? Superstitions about garlic, crosses, the old stake in the heart. But one of our kind, not a whisper.
Yeah, so there's no more.
So there are no vampires in Transylvania, no Count Dracula. The vulgar fictions of a demented Irish. Paris, a city I'd always dreamed of.
I'd love to go to Paris. It's beautiful.
A universe whole and entire unto herself.
Oh, they look amazing. Yeah, the Parisian architecture is... Aww. They're finally living in some ways.
We were alive again.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what I just said. This feels like a better match for them as well.
When I'd given up the search for vampires, that a vampire found me.
Oh, I probably thought that you were alive. Ominous. Who is that? I love that, the mirror imaging each other. Was he a mime in a previous life? Oh, wow, that's cool. How did it do did they have the set turning?
Santiago.
What? Who's that?
I've searched the world for an immortal.
Antonio Banderas.
Bring the petite beauty with you.
And now we have a club of vampires.
Remember my name, Armand.
They'll have different powers. They'll read your thoughts if you let them.
What different powers do they have then? Because they can read their thoughts as well, can't they?
Until they find themselves within my reach.
Oh, that was cool. To twizzle round to being the dolls. Yeah.
Vampires who pretend to be humans pretending to be vampires.
Oh my god.
The monk! For all his craft.
Oh yeah, and he's the other vampire, yeah. And he's really doing that.
Each one of you my clammy hands must touch. Methinks a mortal doth approach. What beauty by my side.
Oh, they're gonna physically, like, turn her on stage or something.
Perhaps she has a mind to be my bride.
I don't want to die. Someone help me!
And everyone thinks she's acting.
As this flesh is pink now, so it will turn grey and wrinkle with age.
Oh god.
You know what it means to be loved by death?
Oh, that was cool. Weirdly, Antonio suits the vampire look. Yeah, I don't like that they do this as their show because it's very predatory. Objectify and then they turn them live on stage. Oh, the details of the little veins on his forehead. Everyone seems to be so
Monstrous.
belittling her on stage. Wait, was he just able to knock her out like that? Oh, I thought they were going to do like a half turn and then they were going to feast on everybody there or something. Whoa, look at that place. That's huge, that set.
Welcome to my home.
Try him.
Why?
Two vampires from the new world come to guide us into the new era.
Are you the leader of this group?
If there were a leader, I would be the one.
Is he like the creator of everybody else that's there?
Who made us what we are?
Surely you know the one who made you.
Yes, but the one who made him.
Oh, and he said he was from Paris. So do you think was it him?
You feel you deserve to die and you stand on nothing. But does that make you evil? Or since you comprehend what you call goodness, does it not make you good?
Then there is nothing.
And perhaps it's the only real evil.
God does not exist.
I have never seen a vision that would damn or save my soul. You fear too much.
Probably fears becoming too much like the other vampires.
The one who made us knew nothing. I have wronged Lestat. I have hated him for the wrong reasons.
How did you wrong him?
Name I don't care to say again.
There is but one crime among us vampires. It's death to any vampire. Kill your own kind.
Do you think I would let them harm you?
Danger holds you to me.
Love holds you to me.
You would leave me for Armand if you...
He cares about you too much.
He wants you as a companion.
Also interesting, they've got reflections.
Do you know what his soul said to me? Let him go. Is that what I should do, Louis? Let you go? My father, who made me.
At least don't let him go like you did with Cruz's character.
Returning from the walls.
God, they've got a new play every night.
Lottie is very dear to me. She's my daughter.
You love her.
No,
Oh, my beloved. My child.
You say so. You're innocent.
not a lover.
I could give you reasons.
That's a really lovely shot.
Her silence.
The layout with all the cinematography is beautiful.
It's forbidden to make one so young.
Oh, it's forbidden to make a child vampire.
Then blame the one who made her.
You kill this vampire. Is that why you won't say his name? If you want to save her, send her away.
Then I leave too.
I don't know if he'll allow you to.
So soon? Without any of those answers you so longed for.
Don't be tricked into being there. I don't know whether or not to trust him or not.
The world changes. We do not. Therein lies the irony that finally kills us.
I'm not the spirit of any age, at odds with everything.
He was always struggling so much to being a vampire.
Grace has been the fall of a sanctuary.
But the vampires in the theater.
That's creepy.
Useless. They can't reflect anything you do.
Yeah, the ones in the theatre are almost a mockery of vampires.
Vampire, the human soul. You are beautiful. Lestat must have wept when he made you.
You knew Lestat.
He did know. Was he the one that turned it? Or was I right?
Yes. Knew him well enough not to mourn his passing.
I felt a kind of peace at last. I had found the teacher which Lestat could never.
The shots are so interesting with the... has she turned her? Oh, did she turn?
Do it, Louis! Because I cannot do it. I haven't the strength.
You haven't the vaguest conception under God what you ask.
Au contraire, monsieur.
She wants her to become like a...
You have found your new companion, Louis.
mum?
You will make me mine.
We seem to you. Do you find us beautiful? Our white skin, our fierce eyes.
That you cannot be evil. And I shall suffer for it no longer.
Don't make me do this. I cannot!
That you could do it to me, snatching me from my mother's hand,
She died.
like two monsters in a fairy tale.
I know she doesn't understand that.
You haven't tears enough for what you've done to me.
You give her to me, Louis. Do this before you leave me.
But he's not... You want him to leave. He's not going to leave you.
Who will care for me, my love, my dark angel, when you are gone?
Wow. The wording in this is...
What do you think she is?
stunning.
A child who cannot die.
A child who did die.
My daughter.
Oh, and she lost her daughter as well, so she'll be replacing her daughter as well. It's going completely against what he wanted.
What's happening to her?
She's dying. It happened to you too.
Oh yeah, they have to die.
Only you were too young to remember.
But if she dies?
It's only mortal death.
Like he did, like he went through as well.
Bear me no ill will, my love. We are now even. Who died in that room was not that woman.
But my love for you.
The last breath in me, that was human.
Oh.
Yes, Father. At last we are even.
No, but that's for...
It's time for justice, little one.
What? What? I did... What the hell? I did say, didn't I, earlier? I said, I don't trust him.
Get me Armand. Wouldn't stand for this.
Oh no, he's the one that did it.
Death for the other. For you, eternity in a box.
Your eternal coffin. How the hell are they going to get out of this? I'd say what's-his-name comes back from the dead again. Oh, they're walling him in. And they're down a well. Oh god. Oh no, they've put them down there so when the sun comes up. Oh no, please tell me. Oh no. Unless someone's going to save them suddenly. Oh, Armand's saving them. Oh no, but he's saving him because of Cruz's character, maybe? If he birthed you, then, like, I want you for my own kind of thing.
Where's Claudia? I can't see.
The well, go.
I will only raise Lucy you. Louis, don't.
Why? Oh, that's creepy. Just slowly taunting him. Oh no, they're gonna be completely... No! Oh no! His little girl as well. He cared so much about her. She died with her trying to shield her as well. No! Why do I feel like he's now going to take revenge on everybody? Because he already had pretty much the last of his human niceness taken out of him before. It's going all John Wick. You killed my daughter.
Come, Louis. Not here. So a vampire can cry.
Oh my god, yeah.
Maybe it was to quench those tears forever that I took such revenge on him.
Oh, he did get revenge. He's thinking in the theatre. Was he going to burn the theatre down? Oh, that's perfect revenge, because they love the theatre. Oh no, sorry, no, it's not the theatre. That's there is a name for that area. I want to say like a tomb area, but it's not a tomb. Like the catacombs in France, but it's not the catacombs, it's... I did not think we were going to see that. That's cool. There's stunt work on this, by the way. Phenomenal, look. Yeah, he's gone John Wick, but with a scythe instead. He's a madman. Oh, what? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was... Oh no, the sun. It's smoky, so it might work.
Louis!
What's that, man?
You didn't even warn them, did you?
No.
Perfect.
And you knew what I would do?
I rescued you, didn't I?
You were their leader. They trusted you.
He made me see their failures. They were stuck in their decadent time, and they had forgotten the first lesson.
Yeah, stuck in their old ways of traditional vampires.
And without regret.
And you can teach me this?
Yes.
To be without regret?
Yes.
Then what a pair we could make. But what if it's a lesson I don't care to learn?
Oh, I thought he would.
What if all I have is my suffering?
Don't you want to lose it?
So you can have that too. Her that you burnt to a cinder.
He didn't though. Or can he sense it in his mind that he did?
If that's all I have left to learn, I can do that on my own. You are dead, and you want me to quicken you once more. As much as your invitation might appeal to me, I must regretfully decline.
Declining him, would that be a big blow to declining a vampire, his death, his permanent death?
For years I wandered, but the world was a tomb to me. A graveyard full of broken statues resembled her face.
Oh, he's just gonna hurt forever.
I left the old world.
Wow, look at that.
A mechanical wonder allowed me to see the sun rise for the first time.
Oh yeah, didn't think of that. Yeah, he could see it on film.
Seen as the human eye could never see them.
Nosferatu.
Silver at first.
And then in colour years later.
And by long lost blue.
Wow, hey, Superman, oh my god, I didn't think we'd get a... What? I've seen that film as well.
I walked the street savoring that long lost perfume. I caught the scent of death, and it wasn't coming from the graves.
What, more vampires?
The scent grew stronger as I walked. Old death, a scent too faint for mortals to detect.
Oh no, is it Cruz again? Is he back? Again? Oh, that would be weird if it was him again. Oh, he lives there. Living on rats. Can only be, must be, with the music and everything, it's got to be Cruz back again. You can almost feel that he's watching and...
Louis.
It is him.
I'm so glad you're here.
How?
I've dreamed
Is he not just bones?
of this moment. She never should have been one of us.
What?
It's all past.
How does he look so human again? Do you know what I mean? Because he looked so dead before. Oh, okay, maybe he does look a bit dead still.
Still beautiful, Louis.
Still so young. Alright.
Don't be frightened.
Don't worry, it's okay. It's because he's first person, he's probably... Oh, a vampire again, with it being him.
You've come home to me then? You remember how I was?
Yeah.
The vampire that I was.
Yeah, you still like it now?
No one could refuse me. Not even you, Louis.
They did such good makeup work on him.
I tried.
The more I wanted you.
Oh, the noise of the helicopter. Oh. Wait, why is there a helicopter all of a sudden? Did he bring it there? What?
It's false light. Can't harm you.
That was so weird though. Why would the helicopters just come down and beam the light in like that?
If you stayed with me, I could venture out and become the oldest step.
I must leave now.
To leave individual lives. It's just leaving him to die, pretty much. That was such an interesting shot. And that as well.
Whatever happened to Lestat, I do not know. I feed on those who cross my path.
I almost feel like the interviewer at the end is just going to turn out to be a vampire. He's going to be like, I'm a vampire too. Because we've only seen him at night, so you never know.
Unchangeable, empty.
There has to be more to tell. If you're not empty, what people wouldn't give to be like, what I wouldn't give to be like you, to have your power, to be able to have seen the things that you've seen.
Oh, is he going to turn him?
The story you told me is incredible. It's only one way I'll ever truly learn.
To be a vampire yourself.
You brought me up here for a reason, didn't you?
What? No, don't do that.
And what reason would that be?
Okay, I keep saying to do it, but...
You want a companion. You want a link to the outside world. Well, that's me.
Oh.
I refuse to let it end like this.
I failed again, haven't I?
No, you haven't failed.
He's kind of looped back around. Oh, Jesus, what?
You like this? You like being food for the immortals? You like dying?
He isn't meaning to do that. Oh, he's gone. He's going to be constantly terrified now that he's going to just hunt him down, which I think he's probably going to do. Careful. It's a nice car. We're back where we started the story, on the bridge.
The year it happened.
Somebody changed my shorts.
I feel like this isn't the end. Something's going to happen.
Good stuff.
Yep. Door's out.
I assume I need no introduction.
What? Oh, okay, he turned him instead. Okay, really has fully kind of turned back.
I feel better already.
Careering off the road.
Most of all, I longed for death. I invited it, a release from the pain of living.
Oh, Louis. Still whining.
Whining.
Have you heard enough? I've had to listen to that for centuries. Don't be afraid. I'm going to give you the choice I never had.
Exactly like in the beginning.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Terrifying. Like he was wishing and hoping and wanting that. He got it. So it was almost like, be careful what you wish for. That was good. And a great shot for the end as well. It's kind of like a reverse of what we saw earlier in some ways, at the beginning of the film. Also, he's driving and the sun's rising. And also beautifully timed for the sunrise as well to get that shot. Oh, what a film. What a film. Thank you for requesting that, and it was kind of what I expected it to be, but so much more as well. There was so many layers of different emotional entanglements with different characters, and you had Kirsten Dunst's character. I'm going to name them all by their actors' names, because apart from Louis, I can't remember any of them. But Kirsten Dunst's character obviously had the entanglement there with Louis, with Brad Pitt's character. And then, Tom Cruise's character, Tom Cruise, he just didn't die. His character was just constantly living and living and living. And then he comes back at the end and it's like, how are you not dead? What are you doing? What are you drinking and eating that's keeping you? Apparently it turns out, like Louis had said, by taking the blood of the animals, and that was how he kind of survived. Hello guys, Editing Marty here. I'm just going to be doing something a little bit different for this video. Normally I give you all of my thoughts on the film and then I dive into the trivia. However, I believe I did the same thing with a different video a while back. It could have been What We Do in the Shadows, I think, which is funny because that's the other vampire film that I've seen. But I interspersed both and I think it worked really well to sort of entangle them both together. Gives you some info on what I think, but it also gives you those fun film facts at the same time. Did you know that for this film, Christian Slater was given the role of Daniel Malloy upon the death of River Phoenix, the original choice for the role? I had no idea that River Phoenix was originally going to play Malloy. It's so interesting that Christian Slater was given it instead. Anyway, apparently Slater donated his $250,000 salary to two of River Phoenix's favorite charities.
River Phoenix was originally cast to play the role, and obviously most of us or all of us know what happened to him, and they called for me to do it.
You did it with a condition.
Yeah.
What was the condition?
The condition was that I not be paid for it, but all the money that I would make go to the charities that he was involved with.
That's such a wonderful thing to have done. Apparently, this film is dedicated to River Phoenix, who was originally going to portray Daniel Malloy in the film. He tragically died 4 weeks before he was to film his scenes, yeah. Yeah, there is a dedication to Phoenix after the film's credits. Okay, that makes sense. That's why I didn't see it. So Rice, who wrote the original book, upon learning that Tom Cruise had been cast as the Stat, Rice was livid and stated Cruise could not carry the part, calling the casting so bizarre it's almost impossible to imagine how it's going to work. And the worst crime in the name of casting since The Bonfire of the Vanities from 1990. Rice recused herself from the production and did not view the film until a producer sent her a VHS copy. Really? This was a film based on her, well, I suppose her baby, really, her work. You think that she would, if that was me, yes, I might not have been too happy about it, but I think I would have been there throughout the conception and like the play out of the whole thing to make sure that it was vaguely in line with what she had wanted. Okay, yes, maybe not the casting choice, and I can understand that if someone is cast terribly into your production, you're not going to like it too much, but surely you would overlook that and still stay on the set or stay within the production area. Apparently Rice was so impressed by Cruise's performance, there we go, okay, this is it. Rice was so impressed by Cruise's performance that she wrote him a letter of apology and recorded a 2-minute video endorsing the film that was included as a pre-feature on mid-1990s VHS releases. Yes, and I believe I have a copy of that 2-minute video, which I'll play in full for you here.
Interview with the Vampire, the film you're about to see, is one that I love with all my heart. I couldn't take greater pleasure in recommending a movie to you. I remember the first time I saw this film. I wasn't in the theater and I wasn't with the big screen. I was in the privacy of my own home and I was watching it on videotape, just as you probably are going to do now. Warner Brothers, in a very unusual act of trust, had sent me an early tape of the film before the movie's release. Anxiously, nervously, I put it into the machine and I sat back and for 2 hours watched in spellbound silence. I really loved it. I felt that they had captured everything important about my novel that I wanted them to capture. This movie, and I think you'll agree with me on this movie is not just about vampires, it's really about us. I thought that Tom captured Lestat perfectly. He got the incredible strength of Lestat. He got the sense of humor of Lestat. He got the boldness of Lestat. I'm overusing the word boldness, but Lestat really is just a strident, powerful personality. I consider myself one of the most fortunate authors in the world because I don't know many other authors who can say that about a movie based on their book. I mean, authors generally are very unhappy. I was extremely happy. I thought Brad Pitt's face beautifully mirrored the sorrow that he felt throughout the film as he watches Lestat do cruel things to people. He watches Claudia grow to be cruel. He watches Armand turn out to be cruel. And he keeps having to mirror this sorrow, this horror. You know, that's a difficult thing for an actor, and Brad Pitt does a fabulous job of it.
I think when you go to do a movie, you got to find out, you know, there's never a specific of, well, I guess it's never as specific in saying this is what I want. A lot of times it's you know, you have to work on a character and find it within yourself, and certainly I felt I had a lot to offer the character, but I mean, I had no idea how far it would go or what would happen. Would it be enough? Is it too much, you know, when we're talking about the character? And, you know, there were certainly some nights where, you know, there was anxiety, you know, and it all added to the excitement of making the movie. But when I first committed the picture, I remember I was very surprised at how, you know, the controversy that came up by it. And, but, you know, in making the movie, and Neil was very good, you know, he was very confident in me, and he said, you know, look, he said, don't listen, you know, he'd call me every time some big slam would happen, and he'd call and he'd say, you just know, you know, you can play this part, and you know, we'll go through this together. And he was very generous, and you know, I have a great deal of respect for him.
I was really rooting though for Brad Pitt's character Louis, him and Kirsten Dunst's character. I was really rooting for them both because I always found that Tom Cruise's character almost felt too brutal. And although Kirsten Dunst's one was very brash and out there and was almost like a spoiled brat in some ways, even though she was like that, and he even says that she's spoiled at one point, even though she was like that, I kind of felt for her character a bit, especially when she was dying as well with the lady that they turned into a vampire. As soon as I saw that well though, I went, oh God, like knowing exactly what it was. It's just a chamber to die in. It was awful.
Neil's request for what they would look like, and in his mind was that, you know, that feeling of a burned log that is turned to ash, that it's holding itself together, that still has its shape, but if you were to touch it, it would crumble, was the feeling that he wanted from these two ash bodies. And so the first step was to create that visual element. What do these two characters look like burned up, all in one shape before they've fallen apart? And that became a sculpture. It became this incredibly amazing ashen sculpture. That's the first step. It's always the first step. The art is the first step. The art always wins. We never go to the technology before we take care of the art.
We took Stan's design and then we cut it apart in a bunch of different pieces, wired it all together with motion control, and just basically start pulling the wire so that the arm would fall off and the hand would fall off, and this would go in a very specific pattern, added a bunch of 50 elements of dust and things breaking apart. And when you look at it, it looks kind of like what you'd imagine if you touched something that was all basically burned to a crisp, like an ash on a cigarette. It would just, fall apart that way. And we spent a long time, like a month or 2 months working solid on the shot to try to make it look like you didn't do anything. You just built it, like Stan built it.
Oh, that is genius. This says all the actors playing vampires were required to hang upside down for up to 30 minutes at a time during makeup. I have also backed up this information, and I've checked it's correct, and it is apparently. This would then force all the blood in the bodies to rush to their heads, causing the blood vessels in their faces to bulge. The makeup artists would then trace over the swollen veins, creating the eerie, translucent skinned look. Unfortunately for the actors, they would have to repeat the process several times over, as the blood would quickly drain from their heads. Oh my god. This in part accounts for the lengthy makeup process. That's insane though, having to multiple times over your makeup process go and hang upside down for 30 minutes. Did nobody have health issues after that? So you're meaning to tell me that they got Kirsten Dunst to hang upside down for 30 minutes? Surely that's some kind of torture. Okay, so here's a little bit more info. The makeups designed for all of the vampire characters were subtle, serving Jordan's view of the film as a character study rather than a horror effects spectacular. One of the key elements of the makeup designs was the vampire's translucent skin. With John Rosengrant acting as vampire test subject, Stan Winston and his crew explored using metallic substances to achieve the porcelain sheen Rice described in her book, as well as stark white makeups. But the metallic powders didn't read on film, and the white makeups were too garish for the film's realistic tone. A fair pancake makeup was ultimately used to create the appropriate pallor. So that's the majority of how they created the look. It then goes on to say, the vampire's translucent flesh would reveal bluish veins beneath the surface. The studio tested the rubber vein prosthetics to create a three-dimensional vein effect on the skin, but the approach was judged too labor-intensive for a film that would feature vampires in nearly every shot. The final solution was to use tattoo ink to paint a network of blue lines directly onto the actors' faces, following their natural vein patterns, which were made more discernible during application by having the actors lie on a tilted slant board, heads down. Now don't get me wrong, there's a ton more information on their website. I'm not going to run through all of it, but it also goes through the making of the fangs and the eyes. For any more information, please feel free to go to the Stan Winston website itself. I will leave it in the description below. This says that apparently makeup artist Michelle Burke, Michelle has got the accent above the E. Apparently Burke made the vampire skin look translucent by hanging the actors upside down, like bats. Then they traced the bulging veins. This was repeated often as blood quickly drained from their heads. Yeah, I leave them in the description so that you guys can check them out for yourselves, see the information, see the pictures, all in your own time. Apparently, Brad Pitt nearly quit multiple times, and he later lamented to Entertainment Weekly, 6 months in the effing dark. We got to London and London was effing dark. London was dead of winter. We're shooting in Pinewood Studios, which is an old institution. All of the James Bond films. There are no windows in there. It hasn't been refabbed in decades. You leave for work in the dark. You go into this cold room, this mausoleum, and then you come out and it's dark. I'm telling you, one day it broke me. It was like, life's too short for this quality of life. Oh, and a little fun fact, apparently in the Rice novels, Lestat was a Swiss European monster modelled on the Dutch actor Rutger Hauer, and I'm so sorry if I've mispronounced that. Oh, so some of the information about the Rice backlash that was heard of. In the months before filming, Rice undertook a public campaign distancing herself from crews, bad enough that her first preference, Daniel Day-Lewis, had turned down the part, reportedly because he'd had enough of costume drama. The real insult lay in the studio's refusal to entertain her suggestion of Jeremy Irons and to instead go straight to the star of such baroque epics as Top Gun and Cocktail. Apparently, Kirsten Dunst wasn't allowed to watch the film when it released because her parents thought that it was too scary for her. She was 12 years old at the time. I mean, I do agree that that film, yeah, that would not have been suitable for her to watch.
Since I was so young, I could never really understand the pain Claudia was going through, so I had to do different things that would make it look like you know, I knew what I was saying to a certain extent, but I could never imagine, you know, what she was really going through at that age. The only thing I can say about this movie is that it amazes me that people still come up to me and compliment the movie and compliment my performance, and it was such a pivotal role for my career. It's helped me to get where I am today, and so it was the most prominent role of my career so far, so nothing has topped the experience either. Working with the actors I worked with and working with Neil, and it was one of the best times of my life, I think. It was like a fantasy almost.
So apparently this surpassed Dracula from 1992 as the highest grossing vampire film, and itself held the record for a decade until surpassed by Van Helsing in 2004. However, this film remains the highest grossing R-rated vampire film. Oh, this is so cute. I wonder if he still does this now. According to Kirsten Dunst, Tom Cruise always sends her a coconut cake with white chocolate chips every Christmas. Dunst refers to it as the cruise cake, which she is always excited to receive, admitting the cake never lasts a day. Aww, that's so cute.
Has Tom Cruise kept in touch since then?
Yeah. He gives me a cake every Christmas. We call it the cruise cake at my house. It's just this coconut cake. It's the best coconut cake I've ever had in my life. It's from Doan's Bakery in the Valley, so sorry, everybody. In England, you can't have it unless you go to California. But it's really good. And yeah, we get it every Christmas. Yeah. We're like, all our family's like, cruise cake's here. It's like a major thing. We all devour it that night. We're like, oh, thank you, Tom. You love it.
And there's a great transformation scene when we see you with the curls. Did that take a little getting used to, seeing yourself in curls?
Well, actually, the transformation part, they had to do that over and over again because you had to do it with this special camera, and I had to like lift up my head and everything like so still, and each time I have to go back in the same spot of the pillow. That was a pain, but actually no, because through the transformation we did all the scenes practically with curly hair before we even got to that first scene. So I was used to it. And plus, when I was a little girl, my hair was always curly.
Oh, I had a feeling it might have been a Fred Astaire inspired thing. You know me, I love a good classic film here on the channel. I watch a fair few of the classic films, and I love Fred Astaire's dancing. I haven't seen the scene that this is in reference to, but apparently Stephen Rea studied French comedy and pantomime to prepare for his role as Santiago, and the scene in which he dances up the tunnel wall and ceiling was inspired by Fred Astaire's famous scene in Royal Wedding from 1951. That's amazing! I love that there's even a little reference to something like that in this.
Basically, Neil wanted something for the Santiago character to do, and we were in a tunnel in Paris, and he said, I want him to dance on the ceiling of the tunnel. And it's like, well, there's only really one way of doing it. There's a couple little tricks you can do now that wasn't done in the 40s. The Fred Astaire trick is you'd build a steel cage with a set built inside of it, and the camera and the steel cage revolve, and it's they're basically a giant revolving rotisserie, essentially, and then you film inside it. And the real trick is the actor or the dancers. Anyway, Fred Astaire did it so well is that he could dance and hide the feeling that the gravity is now shifting seamlessly, so you couldn't tell when it actually turned. And that's what Stephen Rea had to do, who's not necessarily a dancer, and we had a choreographer do it. And it was one of the last things we shot, I think, on the movie, is Brad Pitt coming over, and we made the shot look like you were shooting over his shoulder, who's standing upright while he's dancing on the ceiling. Backgrounds, we had to shoot them separately. And that was the last bit, and Neil saw the take he liked, which was take 23, if I remember correctly. And that was the end of it. It was like one day, do the Fred Astaire gag. And, do it hopefully as seamlessly as that was done. I'm
kind of excited to see the series and to read the book as well, to kind of see where this all came from and the origins of it. There was such a power play between Cruise's character and Pitt's character, because at first it was very much that Cruise was the domineering kind of vampire. He was the one that made him, and Pitt was kind of this almost puppy dog that was having to be trained to be a vampire, and Cruise was constantly getting annoyed by him and having to tell him off about, like, no, you drink human blood, not animal blood, etc. Whereas then later on, that dynamic completely switched, especially by the end. The dynamic completely switched. Then it kind of did until we got to the car scene, which threw me a bit that he was suddenly back. Because of how he was before, I didn't think he would then regain his strength. But maybe slowly over time he was, killing people and gaining back that strength. Like, it just took him time to gain back the strength. A lot of healing and processing things and gaining it back. But by the end of it, when he was in the tomb area, like the thing in the graveyard, that bit, he seems so weak and fragile, but a lot better than when we'd seen him earlier, because he was at the brink of death when they'd killed him and he was living on the animal blood and then came back and started playing the piano. That was such a cool scene. The visual of that with the veil over him, and then it just blows away and you just see this dead face. Such a good visual.
In my death scene, where I have my torso cut, Brad Pitt cuts me from here to here. So this little bit of me is lying on the floor, sort of grunting, and I had to stick my head and part of my arm through this hole in the floor, and Stan Winston said, "Don't worry, you won't be there for very long. It'll be uncomfortable, but you won't be there for very long." And I said, "How long?" He said, "Oh, an hour." An hour? That's really a long time to be uncomfortable, And but it's worth it, and just for that moment in the film, and it's only a moment.
Apparently Tom Cruise wanted a private set, so tunnels were built to escort the actors to and from the set. Really? This was done so that the vampire's makeup effect would remain a secret. I mean, that's incredibly well done if it was. I believe also, when I was looking up about the behind the scenes stuff, I saw a blog post from many, many years ago that said about a behind the scenes video that someone released. It wasn't an official thing, it was just shot on a phone, I believe. But there are some screen grabs of this specific behind the scenes clip, supposedly. I believe it might be from the scene where Lestat comes back and there's a knock at the door and then Brad Pitt's character goes to answer it. I mean, it kind of would make sense that other than those behind the scenes things, I mean, yes, it was shot at night, but it would make sense why there is no other evidence of behind the scenes footage or photos. By the way, just so you know, I'm not going to be reading off every piece of information, every bit of trivia or anything like that. It's going to be sort of the best of the best, because there are tons of trivia pieces. So as per usual, I'll read off the best ones and then you guys can go and do your own research and check those out. Louis dismisses details of vampire lore such as garlic and crosses as superstition, and even describes the idea of Transylvania and Count Dracula as the vulgar fictions of a demented Irishman, which insults Bram Stoker. However, two major aspects of the lore that are depicted as true, which are the necessity of coffins and the ability of sunlight to harm or kill vampires. Neither are authentic vampire lore and were invented as plot contrivances for Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror from 1922, itself an unauthorized adaptation of Dracula. I had no idea of that stuff. Apparently, although the screen credits read screenplay by Anne Rice based on her novel, the script was actually heavily rewritten by director Neil Jordan. Writer Guild rules meant that Rice got the credit. Tom Cruise wasn't the only person to have been offered the role of Lestat, as well as Daniel Day-Lewis, alongside Tom Hanks as well. Apparently, Johnny Depp turned it down as well. Johnny Depp would have been so good in this role. Oh, I did not know this. The estate at the beginning of the film was the historic Oak Alley Plantation, located on the Mississippi River in Louisiana, which is near New Orleans. The plantation's guest book is on display and was signed by Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. The film was a subject of controversy due to inspiring a real-life crime shortly after the film's theatrical release. On November 17, 1994, a man named Daniel Sterling and his girlfriend Lisa Stellwagen, watched the film together. The next day, Sterling stabbed Stellwagen 7 times in her chest and back. Oh my god, and sucked the blood from her wounds? Unfortunately, Stellwagen survived and Sterling was arrested. Good, I'm glad she survived. What though? That's insane. He apparently claimed in court that the film influenced his plan. I'm not being funny, but if you watch that film and that's the outcome that you have the very next day, there's something not right with you. There's something not right going on. Plenty of other people have watched the film, and we've not thought the same thing. Apparently the jury convicted him of attempted first-degree murder among several other charges. Good. Justice was needed. So having seen some of the behind-the-scenes shots now, I learned that when they did the rat shot, I knew that it wasn't a real one, but I wondered how they did the rat itself. Well, apparently the live rat that we see when he reaches to the floor, that is a real live trained rat. He then bites his neck and drains the blood, and it was only the shots of the rat on the floor that was the trained rat. And then he picks up that rat, doesn't he? Then, once he's picked up the rat, the creature effects designers at Stan Winston's studio created a moving rat puppet that could be controlled via cable, so it appeared to be wiggling. The effect was achieved by taking advantage of the 18th century billowy shirt that Cruise wore as Lestat to run the operating cables.
Down the right sleeve, as per the storyboard, you'll notice among the bundle of cables is a blood tube, which comes out underneath our little rat's throat. If Neil should want to see in the shot blood coming out, he may or may not, but it's there. Okay, this is how the rat should be. Running down the arm on his back to camera, so that the cables are hidden. Now, these Velcro straps go on, secure the cables, hold them tight to Tom's wrist. Okay, this Velcro strap that goes around the torso is the same as what's in the wrist, if necessary, to help support the cables as they run down, so that they don't flare out too much. And rolling.
The pain that he must have felt seeing Kirsten Dunst's character die, but having almost birthed her as a vampire, and obviously having seen how she felt with losing her mum. And her mum had been, I think her mum had been gone for a while. And then when he came and he was trying to alleviate the pain by either trying to end her life or trying to maybe turn her. But his original plan, I don't think, was trying to turn her, because I feel like he was trying to end her. And then when Cruise said, "I've got a present for you," and he was to make her a vampire. Yeah, I think originally he was just trying to put her out of her misery because of her mum. And in some ways I agree with that, but in some ways I don't agree with that. Like, I know she would have been a hell of a lot worse off if she'd been left to be alive. No one would have been able to really take her in. Apparently, Tom Cruise prepped for the role of Lestat by watching videos of lions attacking zebras in the wild. Really, Tom? I mean, it kind of works, to be fair, because it really is like a predator hunting its prey at times. Oh, what? Tom Cruise spent 3.5 hours every day in the makeup chair. Oh, apparently the character Lestat's full name is Lestat de Lioncourt. He was based on Anne Rice's husband, Stan Rice. Lestat was even given Stan's birthday, which is November 7th. That's so funny.
Through conversations with Neil, and part of the conversations we had when I was in Dublin, and going through, how the sequence could work, was the concept of that literally all of his life would drain away, that he would shrivel and come down to that of the look of almost a corpse, almost of an Auschwitz victim, someone dying possibly of AIDS, where their life has been drained away from them. Key to this working as an effect would be the performance of Lestat dying. And key to this effect working was that, although what people don't realize is that once Lestat is on the ground and his throat is cut and he's literally dying and that camera is pushing in, is no longer a Tom Cruise in this movie. At that point, it's a robot.
And that was going to be the big shot, but it ended up being fairly seamless, and no one really noticed it all that much, like we had hoped they would, and because it was just too subtle.
Many New Orleans buildings and streetlights were darkened for the filming by agreement with the companies and the city. Oh wow, okay, this is completely different. In the film, Armand is physically a mature adult, his long straight black hair, and is Spanish. However, in the novel, Armand is only physically 17, has curly red hair, and is Russian. Oh, okay, this kind of makes sense because I have heard something about this. Apparently, due to not getting along during filming, Cruise and Pitt refused to work with each other ever again. However, in the 2010s, Cruise and Pitt had apparently set their differences aside and were willing to work with each other again when they were attached to an early version of the film Ford vs Ferrari. The film was titled Go Like Hell. Okay, this is different. Due to fears that her novel was not being adapted because Lestat and Louis could be perceived as homosexuals, she rewrote Louis as a woman. At one point, she considered Cher for the role. However, the character eventually went back to being male. I think it works being male. Even if there are some inklings of there being something else there, I think it is just the way the writing and the work is portrayed. Okay, so the river scenes were done by removing modern items such as the Greater New Orleans Bridge and radio towers and replacing them with 18th century sailing vessels through the use of visual effects in post-production.
Any effect that would actually be in there should not really be noticed outwardly. It might be a subliminal thing, you might catch it, you might not. And we started to attack all the other scenes that way, that everything that you saw there was actually very, very simple looking, even though it might be very complex to do.
He loved the ideas that we were dealing with. He loved the fact that we'd be dealing with effects that actually would be almost invisible, you know? And oddly enough, kind of guaranteed he wouldn't be nominated because people wouldn't notice them. They wouldn't know what was effect or what was design, that kind of thing, you know, but he actually loved the subtlety of what we were doing.
Okay, this is funny that I mentioned about Brad Pitt's character being quite broody in this, but apparently in the novel, Louis claims to not be broody, but in the film, he is generally broody. Due to the extensive and grueling production, obviously we know, Brad Pitt didn't enjoy making the film itself, and this then adds to his performance of the character, making him broody. Yeah, I love the feel of the film as well. Like a lot of the atmosphere of the film was so dark and so morbid. I did realize that, quite early on, there was a lot of sensual kind of moments in there with the kissing and the biting, and there was a lot to that, especially earlier in the film. Stunning though. Oh wow, this is so interesting. While filming the movie in New Orleans, Brad Pitt fell in love with the city. During breaks, while filming the night scenes, he would go around the city and mingle with some of the locals. I just rode my bike around all night, Pitt states in an interview with EW, Entertainment Weekly that is. He goes on to say, I made some great friends there. After the destruction of Hurricane Katrina, Pitt invested in green architecture to help rebuild New Orleans. He also owned a home in the French Quarter with his then wife Angelina Jolie until the property was sold in 2016 when the couple began divorce proceedings. Ooh, apparently, in preparation for the role of Lestat, Tom Cruise took piano lessons. I honestly did not think about it. I just assumed that maybe they had a body double that played it, because I'm fairly sure you only see the hands on a close-up and the rest of it you just kind of see his face or a push-in to his face. I don't believe you see anything like a hands to face or a face to hands. I thought it was maybe just me, because sometimes when I'm watching these films, I will pay attention to every single thing as much as possible. Lestat's name isn't revealed until almost 20 minutes into the film, and Louis' name until almost 24 minutes into the film. Now, I thought it was just me. When they mentioned their names, I was thinking, oh wait, is that their names? I know the actors who play them, but I just didn't pick up on their names, etc. But it's interesting that that happened to me, and this is actually one of those films where they don't reveal the names until later in the film. Oh, okay. Apparently, according to Brad Pitt, he didn't know what he was getting himself into when he took on the role of Louis. This was due to the actor not yet given a script to have enough time to study and rehearse it before filming began. Pitt states, there was no script. He continues, I knew the book, and in the book, you have this guy asking, who am I? Which is probably applicable to me at that time. In the book, it is a guy going on this search of discovery, and in the meantime, he has this Lestat character that he's entranced by and abhors. But then I got the script 2 weeks before we started shooting. Yeah, I had no idea it was that bad for him, or for any of them really. I presumed they had, months to rehearse. With a script, I mean. Crazy. The Stan Winston Studios produced, along with the enhanced coloured contact lenses, needle-sharp acrylic veneers that sit tightly against the actors' gums and covered their front teeth. The veneers were made as thin as possible as not to impede the actor's speech. However, the paper-thin acrylic broke that easily, requiring the studio to produce many sets for each vampire character in 2 different lengths, which were a shorter, more subtle set for dialogue scenes and a longer set for more horrific scenes. As a final touch, all of the vampire characters wore long acrylic fingernails.
Now, with your fangs, now how many tests do they do? Like, what kind of different combinations do they work on your teeth for that?
Well, first they did it like, when you're at the dentist and you get that mold thing done, and they did that once, and then they molded my teeth, and then they had my long set for when I was biting and my short set for when I wasn't biting. And so then, actually when I put it in, I could talk just normal. I was fine with them.
Thank you so much for this film, letting it enter my life. But yes, as I've said, I will be watching the series and I will be hopefully reading the book. I probably won't tell you guys too much about it. Anyway guys, I think that is all of the trivia that I'm going to give you today. There is a ton there, and trust me, there is a ton more over on the IMDb page and across other websites and that I have trawled through for you guys, and I'm hoping that I've got as much as possible for you, and you found some of that really interesting. Obviously I cannot include every single thing because I would be here for hours more, and yeah, as of recording this part right now, it's 6 hours 22 that I've been recording, so I'm going to end this trivia section here. Now, as you know, what I'd love to do is give you guys a special phrase to say down in the comments if you have loved this and you've watched it till this very point. It's our little way of saying thank you to each other. It's your way of being able to say thank you to me for the video, and it'll also be my way of then being able to say thank you for watching it until this very point. So, one of the most popular quotes from the film is, "The world changes, we do not." Anyway guys, that is all of the video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you very much enjoyed all of this, both the reaction and my thoughts, and obviously the trivia as well. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, especially something like this video. Many days and hours and weeks have gone into this. Yeah. So I want to say thank you very much for watching until this very point. If you did like this, then please feel free to click the like button. It really helps to get the videos out there because it lets YouTube and me know whether or not you like these or not. Also, if you'd love to, feel free to subscribe as well to the channel, because then that way you get to see when I do the TV show, hopefully at some point. I'm saying hopefully at some point because it might be a little while until I do that, so don't forget, if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. But that is everything for today. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burrow, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakafich, Sue Pro, Naja and Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler-Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, Cliff Adams, Jonathan, Dirk, Annie Bonds, Crystal Appleby, Scorpius, Monica Murphy, Sebastian Saage, Varga, Leslie McKittrick, Nick Stark, Number 1 Carez, Jen, Biff McKeldin, Birgit, Stephanie Collins, Emily, Ken Duncan, Max, Helena Klitsch, Amy Quattlebaum, Ry Levi, Wayne DeFries, JJ, Mikhail Augustine Reed, Malcolm Hope, Lee Hallam, Bill Waite, Charlie Elkin, Mika Least, Jeffrey Welton, Alida Scope, George, Ingrid, Stephanie Sexton, Jude, Bera, Rubinio GD, Catherine Ellis, Vincent Pare, Sammy Fan, and Eric Jansen. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.